So, do you sometimes wonder if you're a real writer or why you see other people getting ahead with their writing and you feel like you're not, like there's just something that's missing for you? If that's the case, I hope today's message will help. Hey, everybody, I'm Ricky Heller from rickyheller.com. I'm a book coach, a writer, and an editor, and I help you finally get your book written in a way that feels good to you, captures your authentic voice, and helps you share your message with the world. So I think it's probably when I think about this concept of what's wrong with me? Why can't I get my writing done? I'm inadequate. I don't measure up. Look at all these other people doing so well. Why am I sitting here and I can't seem to even get my book finished? All those kinds of thoughts are, I think, really a reflection of more of our complete personal self-image rather than just our image as a writer and a writer only. It's part of us as a whole person, right? So I think about when I was younger, I always felt like there was some kind of inadequacy there. You know, my friends were out playing and I wanted to sit at home and read and write. Or I had brown hair and they had blonde hair. Or I was fat and they were all slim. In university, they'd go out partying and having fun and dating and all those things. And I was really slow to that game. I ended up studying. When my friends were all married, I still didn't have a boyfriend. Whatever it was in my life, I felt like somehow I just wasn't at the same level as everyone else. I didn't belong. I was somehow, my entire life was running off the beaten path. And you know what? Looking back, I think about all of that self criticism and that sense of inadequacy. What purpose did it serve? None. It didn't get me any further. I didn't end up getting married faster. I didn't end up buying a house sooner. I didn't end up changing the things I liked to do or didn't like to do. I was still interested in those things that other people thought were weird, and I enjoyed them. So when I look back now, I think about all that wasted time. And if this is happening in your writing, maybe you're focused on some topic that you think other people are going to find weird, or maybe you think that your writing isn't up to par with what other people are doing, or maybe it's just not the same in terms of, whatever genre you're writing in, what you're producing doesn't feel like the same kind of tone or work or style as the other people. Well, here's what I say: embrace it. The other day, I was talking to my therapist, and we were talking about actually nothing to do with writing or anything like that, but she mentioned the concept of flying your freak flag. And I love this expression: fly your freak flag proudly. It's freak flag pride week here now, right? You want to embrace the things that make you stand out. If you think about my writing is not what it should be. My writing isn't where I want it to be. And you embrace that, think about the sense of relief and freedom that that can bring you. Embrace those imperfections, embrace those things that you consider weird. If you think about some of the most famous writers of all time, one that comes to mind for me all the time is William Faulkner. His writing was more convoluted, meandering than anybody. At the time, nobody was writing that way. And his use of metaphor, the kinds of imagery that he used, was completely out of left field for some people. And look at what happened. He created something unique, something individual, something that no one else could copy before or since. Similarly, somebody like Ernest Hemingway, the almost the opposite of Faulkner. Hemingway's prose was so crisp and clean and completely removed of any excesses that we have contests every year to try to reproduce what Hemingway can do. I guess now maybe with AI that would be a little different, but for real humans to try to write exactly like Hemingway, it's a real skill, a talent, and incredibly difficult. And nobody ever quite reproduces that same style and tone and feel because he was a unique person. Fly that freak flag proudly, right? Whatever it is that you think makes you different could potentially be the strength in your writing. So if we can embrace that sense that it's our quirks and our differences that actually make us unique and make us special and may ultimately contribute to a style that is so particular that people will recognize your writing above everyone else's. That's the thing you want to embrace. That's the thing you want to pursue. That's the way you want to get into your writing, despite the fact that you may think you're different. That could be a really, really good thing. I'm going to be talking about how you can begin to write your book starting Tuesday, January 28th, in a 3-day mini course called You Can Write a Book. If you've been sitting on this book, if you've been sitting on these ideas because you aren't sure, or maybe you feel like things that you are a little bit off the beaten path in the way that you're approaching your writing, this course is going to help you get clarity around what you want to write. By the time we're finished, my goal is for you to feel 100% confident that you can actually plant that rear end in a chair, start writing, get your book done. You'll have all the information you need to get started, and ideally, you will be able to fly that freak flag with absolute pride. So if you're interested, check out the comments. We start on January 28th, or you can go to bit.ly, bit.ly/ Ricky's YCWAB in all caps, but check the link below because it's actually case sensitive, and I would love, love, love to see you there. All right, everybody, hope this was helpful. Let me know if it was, and I will see you next time.